This is Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. We're here with 2019 Arnold Classic Fitness Champion and multi-title holder, Ariel Kader. How are you doing today?
Hey, very good, Scott. How are you?
Great. Listen, this is Arnold Classic time now, and next week is going to be the big show. And so I'm really glad to have you here. So we're going to go over our predictions here. But let's just start off with looking at a little bit of the history where we can go over the previous champions, which obviously you are on this list. We've got all the way back to 1994. And if I'm not mistaken, fitness was the first division added after women's bodybuilding when the IFBB started to sort of expand it. But some of these names that are here, just, I mean, you must have grown up here looking up to some of these people, like the Susan Currys and the Oksana Grashinas and Susie, like just so many, Jen Hendershot, Adela Garcia. I mean, this must bring back a lot of memories for you.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I had the privilege of sharing one Arnold and one Olympia stage with Adela Garcia. So that's that's pretty exciting. Tangi Johnson as well. I mean, we competed many years together. Oksana, Whitney, to see them still, right? We were, again, back in the day. I had a 12-year career, 45 professional shows, and these women are right there. So it's really exciting to still see them top runners.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you very much for joining us here. So now we have, this is the lineup here we're looking at. So we have one Canadian here. Obviously, we've got Tamara Van, but Jocelyn Baker, Amanda Chiana, Kate Arrington, Ariel Kader, Sarah Kovac, Allison Kramer, Mina Padjaludi, Missy Truscott, listed as American here, but we know for a fact that she's originally from Canada as well. And Erika Gul. Very, very exciting here. Now, listen, before we get into this, can you just tell the fans out there exactly how is this judged? Like what percentage is routine versus the physique? Because sometimes, I mean, the bodybuilding side, people look at it and compare it to figure and sort of, you know, assess the girls on who had the best body. Whereas some of them think, hey, it's just the routine. And I just wanted you to set the record straight.
Absolutely. No, it's important we give clarity to this because 2/3 of the score is the routine and only 1/3 of the score is actually the physique. So it can be kind of confusing when you see the athletes come out in the morning with prejudging and that top call out, right? It may not necessarily mean those women are in that top 5 position. The night shows where the finals, they'll bring that routine and it is 2/3 of the score. Also, this is what makes fitness, I mean, it's such an exceptional sport because you have a physique component and there is a hard performance component. Those routines are up to 2 minutes long, Scott, and that is right where you are hitting all those energy systems. You're depleted, you've had to dial in a physique, and then you have to bring, I mean, really like an insane next level performance. You're trying to perform like a sprinter, but you know, you've had to dial in that physique.
Now, what are the typical backgrounds that some of the top tier people would have to have? I mean, I've heard everything from gymnastics to maybe a dance background, or we have some people who may have had physique who had to learn some of the other things. But is there any one cut and dry best background to have before you get into fitness?
I think we've seen an evolution of the sport over time. I feel that Oksana really created a beautiful movement in our sport where you don't have to have any specific background. You can bring your skills to the table. And as a performer and entertainer, I mean, we have people training with circus artists, and it's really actually created a lot of growth for me. I know as an athlete at the end of my athletic career, the growth you experience from getting uncomfortable and trying to learn new things. If you're a gymnast, but you need to be a better dancer or look at the entertainment aspect, right, of your routine. This is where it's really exciting because there are no like hard and fast rules with the background that you have to bring or having to be able to do, for example, a standing back handspring. If you don't have a gymnastics background, it's opened up a lot of doors, I feel, and it's more exciting and dynamic to watch as well. The routines, Scott, I mean, we're going to see, this is a star-studded lineup. We're going to see some insane entertainment, very unique, and a lot of different style of routines as well. And that's what makes it exciting to watch, but also very difficult to judge.
What I really am blown away, I mean, it's the most entertainment value of any of the categories that are here. What I'm just amazed about is they have to get the low body fat percentage. They have to have full muscles, but then they have to be able to perform athletically with this kind of energy. And we all know when you diet down for that long and you deplete water to be even further defined, how do you actually have the ability to do some of these routines that they do? I mean, the last thing you want to do is get up and do a series of handsprings and everything else that goes on. But it's just amazing that they have the ability to combine both on stage day.
It's absolutely very, very unique. The training, Scott, is you've really got to be a hybrid athlete training for, that leanness. And as you get leaner, your fitness level starts to, reduce as well. And you don't quite have the energy that you did when you had a little more body fat on you, and injury level as well. We see these athletes, constantly dealing with chronic injury because your body fat is so low. And you're going to see, I know you're going to highlight what us fitness athletes do. It's a really unique and really difficult sport.
Incredible. Absolutely. Okay. So let's go now. We're going to get on to this. Okay. So first one we have here is Jocelyn Baker. I have her 2021 Olympia, 5th place. Arnold Classic last year, she was 4th, and she was 5th in the Olympia in 2020. So obviously, she's going to be a front runner. What can you tell me about Jocelyn Baker, and how do you feel she'll do in this show?
Absolutely. I have Jacqueline right in there. I'm predicting a 3rd place for Jacqueline here. She's going to be in there. Definitely top 3. She's a top contender. Jacqueline's made some insane improvements to both her physique and the routine aspect of her performance. And she's exciting to follow. She's really giving this prep her all. And she's a beautiful human too. So she's definitely, I feel like, one to watch, top 3 for sure.
Excellent. Okay. Amanda Chiana. So Mina Chiana, she won the Arnold Amateur in 2020, and that's where she turned pro. So I believe this is her Arnold Classic debut, which is really exciting to see.
Absolutely. How exciting to be stepping on this stage for the first time. I remember my first Arnold. I'll never forget it. So Amanda, you go Rocket Girl. Enjoy every single moment of the entire experience.
Amazing. Okay, from the UK, we got Kate Arrington. So my stats on her, 2020 Fitness International, she was 8th in, so this is going to be a huge show for her. So I believe this would be her Arnold US debut.
Kate, I believe, was a champ in 2017 and 2nd in 2018. So we should watch her. Recently, she has placed, she was 8th in 2020, but she's either really hot or kind of not there. Kate's physique, I feel we can bring a little more muscle to Kate's physique, and she brings a burlesque dance background, and she's very exciting to watch. She doesn't have the gymnastics background and a lot of those skills which she's been working on, so she's always really beautiful to watch.
Ariel Kader from the US. I got her statistics here. 2021 Fitness International, she was 3rd. Olympia Fitness, she was 4th in 2020. Tampa Pro in 2020, she was 1st. And 2020 Fitness International 2nd. So bit of a veteran for this show. Great physique, phenomenal definition. What can you tell us about her?
Yeah, you nailed it, Scott. She's coming in hot. She's one to watch. She's going to be giving defending champ Missy a run for her money for sure. Ariel's one to watch. I have her right up there. I have her right between 2nd place and, like I said, chasing Missy for 1st. Again, an athlete that is committed to growth. She just hasn't stopped. She's given this prep. I know everything she's got. She's looking phenomenal. I think we're going to see her best performance yet. Definitely one to watch for that top champ or, second place. She's right there, really, really close.
Okay, Sarah Kovac. So we're just going to play the routine here. Good physique.
Absolutely.
The routine is what we got to get to.
Yeah, I love this routine. I actually choreographed this routine for Sarah.
Wow.
So she came out here to Mexico to work with me. Yeah, Sarah's phenomenal competitor. Look at that, right? The strength she brings to the table. Yes. So you can see, I mean, it's just nonstop, right? It's 2 minutes of just explosive entertainment and a lot of strength, a ton of strength. Look at this, like a one arm, one leg push up. Just trying to hold that in a plank is really hard. So the degree of difficulty, like we're going to see on the stage, is the best in the world. And Sarah's right in there. Sarah, I have her battling between 4th and 5th, Scott. I think she is a top contender for sure. She had her first pro win in 2021, and this is the best we've ever seen Sarah.
Okay, so now we're going to go to Allison Kramer. Okay, so I'm going to just show her routine as well here. Okay. Got 2021 Rising Phoenix, Arizona Pro, 3rd place, Tampa Pro, same year, 5th place, Chicago Pro, she was 8th.
And I think you're seeing here where she won this show. So this will be her first Arnold. Yeah, she's awesome competitor as well. I'm really excited to see her perform. Future of fitness right here, first Arnold. How exciting.
Absolutely. Okay, now we're going to go to Mina Padjaludi from Finland.
So Minna's a really interesting competitor. She carries a lot of muscle, and she is just, oh my gosh, she's so fluid and flexible to watch. I love watching her. I know she's going to bring a really exciting routine this year. She was 9th at the O, 7th at last year's Arnold, and I know she's looking to improve on that. And I think she's definitely going to improve on that. She's right in there as well. I really feel, Scott, I think, battling for that top 5, 5th, she'll be right in there, 5th, 6th place. I think we're going to see a great appearance from Minna.
Yeah, 2021, the Big Man Pro Show in Spain, she was 1st. Olympia, you touched on. Nashville, Night of Champions, she was 5th. Arnold Classic, she was 7th. European Pro, she was 2nd. Mr. Big Man Portugal, she was 1st. And then in 2020, she did the Europa Pro, was 1st, Romanian Muscle Fest 4th, and Olympia was 8th. So definitely a lot of background in Europe, not as popular over here in the United States. So definitely, this will be great to see her on United States stage in front of such a large audience.
Absolutely. She's got a really interesting, right? She's a power lifter. She's been, she lives in Finland. She was a gladiator over there, and she's a flight attendant. She's a coach. She's an IFBB judge. So, I mean, it's just exciting to see the uniqueness and all the different skill sets that these women are bringing to the stage.
Yes. Okay. Now, of course, what else can be said for Missy Truscott? Canada's Missy Truscott.
Let's say, yeah, Canada.
The reigning defending champion and runner-up at the Olympia, I believe. I have the stats here. Yeah, second at the Olympia. Last year, she won the Arnolds. Obviously, she won Legion Sports Festival, Arnold Classic in 2020, Olympia in 2020. So just a real veteran, has just amazing ability to combine a great physique with an incredible routine. So what else can you tell us about Missy?
Absolutely. I mean, I think she's hungry, Scott, coming off second place at the Olympia. She's hungry for her. This will be her third title if she takes it. We do not have Whitney Jones or Oksana Grishina on stage at the Arnold. And, you know, those have been, the three of them are those top three runners, and they've been just really juggled up in the placements between Arnold and Olympia the last couple of years. So I know she's extremely hungry for this. She works very hard. She's, I mean, her physique, Scott, I mean, it's just insane. We're talking like we've never seen these physiques ever, right? I mean, in every division. And Missy brings just the structure that is like untouchable. I remember competing with her. I mean, gosh, I think when she made her debut, like, I don't know how many years ago that was, but definitely close to a decade. And she's just transformed. And if she comes in tight and sharp, with a dynamite routine, she's unstoppable, you know? So let's see what happens. But I mean, anything can happen up there too. And I think when it comes to fitness, this is where 2/3 of that score is the presentation. So they really have to, you know, really be able to not just look the part, they've got to be able to perform too. So it's going to be an amazing show next week.
Absolutely. Okay. Erika Gul from Russia.
Yeah, an exciting competitor to watch. Extremely artistic and strong. I love watching, like, her extension is just exceptional. Everything is elongated, and she's very, very beautiful to watch. She was 5th at last year's Arnold, a 10th at the Olympia. I know she's looking to improve on that. And definitely she's right in there too, you know, 5th, 6th place. She's the last 2 years. I mean, she's had a string of wins back to back here, like post-COVID, where she stayed incredibly focused, which is commendable. And she's now living in the US as well, which I know has really helped her bring her best game. So it's going to be, she's going to bring a great performance. I know she's working hard.
Absolutely. 2021, 10th, as you mentioned, Arnold Classic, 2021, she was 5th. Arizona Pro, she was 2nd. Tampa Pro, she was 1st. In 2020 Olympia, she was 7th. Legion Sports Festival, she was 1st. Arizona Pro, she was 1st. And Chicago Pro, 1st. So definitely a veteran, always in great condition. So this is going to be really exciting to see her.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now we are going to go to our Tamara Van from Canada. Another Canadian. Yep. So she works really hard. Got her here. Great physique. Very, very, very lean. And just press play here. Let's get this routine going. Yeah, very good physique here. In terms of her contest history, Legion Sports Festival last year, she was 2nd. Then in the Masters class, she was 1st. In the 2021 Olympia, she was 6th. Tampa Pro, 2nd. Chicago Pro, 3rd. Puerto Rico Pro, she was 2nd. So definitely a very, very lean physique. Let's see, a routine. Yeah, there's a routine.
Yeah, I think one to watch for sure, Scott. I've got her right in there, like that battle for 4th, 5th place, Sarah Kovac, Tamara von Minna. I've got those three to watch for this place. She brought it at the Olympia last year. And like you said, she works very hard. She's a mom. She's incredibly inspiring to watch. And she's a competitor as well. She really enjoys the journey. And I mean, I think the greatest part of the entire journey is who we become along the way. And she's definitely a competitor who truly lives that every single day. And this is the best we've ever seen Tamara. She's kind of this, like, right, this dark horse. She could be right in there as well, like giving Jacqueline and Ariel, you know, Missy too, right, a run for her money. So I know I'm gonna have my Canadian flag out on flag. Go tomorrow.
That's right. Absolutely. Okay. So we'll stop that. Okay. So now this is, in terms of our picks, Muscle Insider, we've got it at first to Missy Truscott, second with Ariel Kader, and third is Jocelyn Baker. That's our top three. What is yours? Or should we say?
I'm with you. I've got Missy first, Ariel second, Jacqueline third, and then the battle between fourth, fifth with Sarah, Tamara, Minna battling out for those top five spots. So we're right there. We're right there. I'm totally with you. Exactly what you've predicted.
Amazing. So listen, you obviously coach a lot of athletes. How can people go and work with you? Obviously, what kind of things do you do to help the athletes? Do you work with athletes outside of fitness?
Absolutely. I'm a transformation specialist. This is now, you know, what I'm doing full time, and I offer wellness experiences globally. I've got an athlete retreat specifically for aspiring fitness competitors, and it's in sunny Cancun, my home in Mexico, and that's happening end of April. I've got just 2 spots left with that, so it's an opportunity, whatever fitness level you're at. If you want to learn, I've had full beginners who've never competed, and then top pros coming out. So I've got a lot of talent lined up for 4-day. We're in a gorgeous villa on the beach. And then I do offer those experiences as well for all fitness levels, not competitors. And then of course, transformation coaching, and people can find me on Instagram. I'm Rael Wellness, my website, raelgraber.com. And I'm insanely committed to helping people live healthier, more fulfilled lives. And fitness has changed my life. Being a competitor and traveling the globe, competing on Arnold stages all over the world, and absolutely starting at the bottom and working my way up over a 12-year athletic career to the top. Dream big, believe in yourself. Anything and everything is possible when you have the mindset and the tools, and like I said, the self-belief to put it into action.
How many Arnold Classics? Because you went all over the world, not just the Arnold USA, but what other Arnolds have you competed in, and which ones have you won?
Scott, I had the most insane opportunity because in 2016, Arnold went global and he chose bodybuilders and fitness. And so I completely restructured my business and my life at that time to be able to do all of those competitions. It was a year out of, a movie. It was just incredible. We went from the US to Australia. We did back to back, and sometimes we weren't even coming back home. We were just like traveling or getting Airbnbs with the other athletes. We did from Australia, we went to South America, into Johannesburg. We did, oh my goodness, we did Spain, Hong Kong, the only Arnold that was fitness and bodybuilding that was in Asia. And we had the most beautiful opportunities. This is the Arnold, the committee, they're just insanely committed to creating really exciting opportunities for the athletes on and off the stages. So they had, you meet and greets and things we were included in. We were invited to entertain with Arnold and always being a part. We did a few dinners with Arnold and sitting on the roof in Johannesburg, the roof of our hotel, while he's smoking cigars and talking about his snakeskin boots. This is stuff that, like, it was the dream come true back then. So that only happened that year. And I was pretty blown up, I have to say, at the end of it as a fitness competitor trying to compete. Also, Brazil was in there. I don't know if I mentioned Brazil. So we literally did every continent in that period of a year, plus the Olympia, which I stepped out of the Olympia that year because I was too many back-to-back shows, but it was well worth the experience to be part of, I mean, his global expansion and his mission. You know, he's really leaving a legacy.
How was Arnold's Asia, the one that took place in Hong Kong? It only happened once, as you mentioned. What was that like? Because they must have not seen anything like this before.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a shame that one didn't continue because it was, yeah, just such a unique experience. I always love the meet and greets. I mean, it's such a great opportunity just to talk to the local fans and people that are there. And yeah, it's not, you know, you don't see our sport or any of the sport of bodybuilding really, it's not as popular per se in Asia. So it was well received. It just didn't have a chance to really get off the ground, I feel, but it was beautiful. We were right there and saw, you know, we saw Hong Kong. You were just on the train, and we went in that night after and celebrated out in Hong Kong. And I actually flew to Beijing after. I had the opportunity to walk the Great Wall of China.
Wow.
So this is what I mean, is these types of opportunities that were created, not just about traveling the world, you're sharing your passion all over the world with fans and meeting people, but you're also experiencing, you know, these insane experiences globally. It was honestly so thankful, so grateful. This is why I'm so committed and passionate about the sport of fitness and just wellness in general. I'm a new mom now. I just had a baby. I stepped off the Olympia stage and was pregnant 6 weeks later, which was the plan. And I'm blessed and thankful for that. And it's brought my appreciation as well for my health and my body to another level after being able to create a human. And it all started with a quest to just compete in a fitness competition. I was a dental hygienist, cleaning teeth with a big dream. And next thing you know, IFBB Pro back in 2007, got my pro card and haven't looked back ever since.
Amazing. You've had a heck of a journey that I just can't imagine what it would have been like to be in South Africa even. Like, did you end up going on the safaris? We saw some photos of Arnold where he took some of the different athletes, like Dexter Jackson with the Tigers and some of these different people. Did you get that experience?
Yes. It was, I mean, Scott, this is what I mean is the Arnold, they just take care of their athletes. We had drivers, we had like the Arnold little SUVs with the team there, and they were just anything we wanted to see and do. They just catered to us. I mean, it was exceptional food and experiences and seeing all of that. It was really exceptional to see. And then a lot of us traveled after as well. We went to Cape Town, flew up to Cape Town, and just to see more of South America, being there, and experiencing more of that area. I had never been to that continent, so I was really excited to be a part of it. Again, Arnold, they just go all out. The US experience, this is why, I'm excited for Allison and Amanda making first appearances, because it's really an event that has been extremely focused on taking care of the athletes. Like flying in, you have someone there. They're not putting you in an Uber. It's like they have a driver there for you. Did you need to stop at a drugstore? I was always coming in from another country with props or things like extra crazy bags, and helping you arrange your meals or anything you may need, and literally being at your beck and call. They have an entire committee there just to take care of the athletes. The menu as well, they always do an exceptional job. The host hotel, it's just a 5-star. I'm going to say it's a 5-diamond experience. It's really, it's a beautiful experience. It's what being a pro athlete is all about. I just get goosebumps when I say it, because it's a really big deal. All of these competitors that are stepping on this stage have been invited. They've been hand selected to be there. And it's a really big deal, and it's a big celebration, and they go all out. And I just want to wish everyone all the best and enjoy. I think my first Arnold, I was like shaking in my booties, and you don't know where you're going, and you don't really know the ropes. And I learned as time went on, and to, really enjoy, because you work so hard for that moment, but there's so much more than just that moment stepping on stage. I mean, it's really it's the entire weekend, the entire experience is beautiful to take part in. So enjoy all of it. Don't let those nerves get to you.
Ariel, thank you so much for taking the time for us today. We really appreciate it. And for those at home, please check it out at muscleinsider.com to see our contest coverage. And obviously, if you can't make it to Columbus, Ohio, you definitely have to get the pay-per-view and you can see the action live. Thanks very much for your time today.